children to be walking around here with a sibling.
That's not their sibling.
Thinking it's their cousin.
It is. That's what we're gonna tell them. What are you talking about?
You sound dumb.
Someone needs to contact Moma Scott Young immediately because of how terrible this love and hip-hop problem has gotten. Mendeecees Harris and Kirk Frost were carried away in handcuffs after a violent altercation that shocked everyone. I assure you that this was not some phony drama from a reunion show. It was the real thing. Everyone knows that Kirk has been manipulating Rashida for a while with his adultery and other problems, but who would have anticipated that I would become entangled in it? Find out how this fight turned from a relationship sham to jail time. According to rumors, the argument quickly evolved from a bar fight to a personal altercation. Was Yandy really out there defending her boyfriend? And is this Rashida's breaking point now that Kirk is in jail?
And let down my whole life. Right? I had expectations, and everyone I had expectations let me down. And I didn't want this relationship ruined.
Did you tell her that?
I told
her that, but did you really mean that?
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't mean it. I wanted to see if she take the exit.
Right.
Like if he giving me sometimes
I will take it.
Sometimes you give someone an out and see if they take it.
Yes.
And if they take it, that's what they.
First up is Kirk Frost, who has established himself as one of the most unfaithful husbands on reality TV. He and Rashida had a tumultuous marriage that included infidelity, hidden children, and a general lack of respect. Whether it's money troubles, adultery scandals, or just playing in the chaos, Mendeecees and Kirk are always involved in some sort of drama. These two are used to the mayhem, as anyone who has seen love and hip-hop will attest. The drama of Harris Mendeecees. Mendeecees has served time for drugs due to his obvious legal issues, and Yandy Smith is similarly disorganized. While incarcerated, Yandy was left to take care of the fort due to transportation issues. Their relationship has become even more strained as a result of allegations that he cheated on her. Another example is young Jock, who constantly seems to end up at the center of the hip-hop and love chaos. Jock is the one who increases the intensity of the drama, feeds the flames, and then acts all. At this time, everything swiftly went from peaceful to chaotic. The entire event was held at one of Atlanta's upscale nightclubs, where celebrities go to flaunt their pop bottles and act as though no family is waiting. Rumor has it that the Jock escalated emotions by talking trash while at the club that night. Naturally involved in domestic affairs, Kirk developed a close relationship with a woman who was most clearly not Rashida. Mendeecees, however, isn't the type to just let things go, and he was already agitated before he even walked into the club because he and Yandy had a furious argument earlier that day. He was already in a bad mood when he got to the club, and Kirk's reckless actions just worsened it. At first, there was only side-looking and whispering, but Mendeecees decided he had had enough. Criticized Kirk for approaching him and insulting his family once more. Kirk tried to look cool by acting like it was nothing out of the ordinary, but Mendeecees wouldn't have it that way. He began yelling at Kirk to stop playing with Rashida, behaving like a good husband. Kirk said that Misa's marriage was the final straw and suggested that he concentrate on it before chasing him. When Mendeecees swung first without hesitation, everything went apart.
Listen, I promise you, when one of these girls grab you, I'm gonna go crazy.
When Kirk attempted to defend himself, what had begun as a little debate quickly escalated into a full-fledged conflict. And before you knew it, Mendeecees was on him. Club security hurried in to break it up, but it was too late since the room's atmosphere transformed and the entire area became a battlefield. Who had to step in, you know? Young Jock simply did what he does best, with no attempt to defuse the situation. Others even said that he threw a drink, which only made matters worse. Kirk and Mendeecees weren't the only club patrons who joined in and started punching, shoving, and pushing. Tables were toppling, bottles were flying, and people were shouting. Then Young Jock's wife, Kendrick, entered at the most inconvenient moment. She had expected a calm evening, but instead, she was in a tumultuous setting. Kendra left without a doubt, going straight for Kirk and his mystery lady, who had just managed to avoid her strikes as she attempted to explain. Kendra wouldn't accept it after it was finished. When the police arrived with bright lights, people were still throwing their hands inside, and security was struggling to stop them as the officers rushed in to take over. For Kirk, Mendeecees, and Kendra, it was too late, and what should have been an exhilarating night out suddenly turned into a nightmare as those who weren't participating in the chaos were fleeing for safety. While traveling to the Slammer, Kirk was arrested right away along with Mendeecees and Kendra. After being placed in handcuffs and having their rights read, they were immediately escorted to the police station. Witnesses said that Kirk attempted to bargain his way out of it, but the police ignored him. Mendeecees was still furious and yelling at Kirk as he was being led away in handcuffs. When Rashida received the call regarding Kirk's imprisonment at home, her response was, to put it mildly, priceless. Rumor has it that she didn't even appear surprised, as if she was secretly hoping Kirk would tease her once more. "Here we go again," she remarked, taking a deep breath. When Yandy learned of what had transpired, however, she hurried to the station in a frenzy to try to save Mendeecees. Her dreams of talking to someone and getting him out were quickly dashed by the police, who made no concessions. 50 Cent had to step in when the Mendeecees refused to leave their current spot. This was too much for him to overlook, so he shared several of their mug pictures with the comment, "Damn, love, and hip-hop turned into love and lock up."
Jasmine mentioned you, by the way.
Me?
Oh yeah, you.
Whoa.
She mentioned you sitting at her bar. So it's like,
I think Kirk was going down like the Titanic, slowly. He hit that iceberg. He looked to the left and Mendeecees was like, "Boy, ain't got nothing to do with that."
I didn't know who she was until somebody had to say, that's Kirk, baby mother. I never went back. We never had two words.
Can I ask you one question? Where the hell is your ring?
I lost it.
Did you believe the drama stopped at the club? No, the courtroom only became louder. It was clear from afar that the judge could not tolerate the trash that Kendra and Kirk Mendeecees were bringing in. After viewing the security footage of the altercation, he felt humiliated. He shook his head profoundly before enforcing the law, which penalized them with disorderly conduct for converting the club into a public drunken battleground. Let's face it, a major contributing factor to all that chaos was alcohol. Clubgoers disrupted the performance and fled, refusing to be arrested, as if it were a disaster movie. When the police arrived, the judge wasn't holding back, even as Kirk and Mies struggled their way down. When he called them out for acting like adults during a sandbox battle and told them they should feel ashamed for starting this at their age, there was a very unpleasant fallout. Yandy wasn't joking around anymore. She typically stays with him for months, but this time she left him in jail to reflect on his behavior. According to insiders, she is sick of giving him freebies, so she decided to give him some time to boil. But throughout the years, Kirk has committed several sins, including cheating on children that weren't his, for which Rashida has forgiven him. The last straw was undoubtedly when she allegedly refused to help him this time and didn't even return his calls. The court wasn't playing around with Kendra's strange entrance into the fight, so she needed to hire a lawyer immediately. Fans and vibes suggest that this may be the last time she leaves for good. The main concern, though, is what this means for her marriage to the young athlete.
Listen, why you had to jump, you Flip? I just want to jump the hands. See, you do this again. Come on, Flip. I want to Flip. You're playing with the hands and you yelling. Come on. Why you had them jump me? I didn't have nobody jump you. So why didn't touch me for? You touched me. You smacked my hand. All right, so what, man? I give you a hug. Come on, Flip. No. See, stop. Flip. Stop. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. You jump me again.
What are the prospects for our reality TV thugs? This could be the last straw that leads Rashida to permanently leave Kirk, even if she has embarrassed him numerous times. If she did, the entire love and hip-hop community would be rocked. Will this be the wake-up call they need? Or will they alter their behavior before the next season? Is Mendeecees acting the same way? Or is he capable of changing? Putting him in jail was a power maneuver on Yandy's part. But will it truly alter him? Or is this simply another phase of his never-ending drama? Love and hip-hop are fueled by drama. And this is the height of the mayhem. So don't be. I'll be shocked if this argument develops into a multi-episode arc with all the heartfelt sit-downs and admissions. In addition, there is already a great deal of online discussion about it, and people are picking sides. Others believe that Rashida ought to have broken up with Kirk a long time ago. Although there are mice, some people are certain that she will stay true to herself. Will he find himself in yet another legal bind, or will things only get worse? Let's also discuss how Kendra entered at the worst possible time. Was Kirk and Mendeecees the real target of this whole altercation, or did Jock's antics make matters worse? In any case, social media is becoming more popular. I hope Rashida wakes up and goes on, since someone said she should have left Kirk years ago. Currently, this person is a walking embarrassment. What do you guys think? Did Kendra just set herself up for a whole new plot? Or is this Rashida's final straw? Will Mrs. wind up in even more trouble? Yandy has been keeping M down for far too long, and we need her out of his prison. If he doesn't change after this, she has to let him go. Please leave a remark with your thoughts.